Hello and welcome to today's video titled Why Capitalism is the Future. So, there has been a lot of discussion lately about whether socialism will serve as capitalism's next replacement. Well, the fact is that in order to have a democracy, society needs to be capitalist and have free markets. That means that you need to have the best of both worlds, but your country cannot be socialist. Accordingly, in Iceland, you are not allowed to sell alcohol unless you are selling it for ríkið, the country's state-run alcohol store. And that means that according to Iceland's police, only ríkið can sell alcohol. That means Iceland is a democracy to the extent that it's a parliamentary democracy. It follows a parliamentarian model. And then you have a market that's not free. In order for Iceland's market to be free, you should be able to sell alcohol anywhere in the country without having to fear the consequences. So in a free market, you can sell alcohol, cigarettes, and cigars without having to fear the consequences. Iceland and Great Britain are examples where there is some democracy to some degree, but the market is not free. So this is why socialism is collapsing. It's collapsing because it did not manage to do what Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels had hoped all the time. As a result, capitalism is going to take over, so most countries will eventually end up like Norway. That's why in a free market capitalist society, you have some differences between the rich and the poor, and everyone is not equally poor, like say in China under Chairman Mao. And there you have it. You cannot manage a country like Iceland in the long run if the market is not free. In the end, the logical outcome of that means that eventually in the future alcohol is going to be sold in more stores than in ríkið in Iceland. It's going to take a long time to fully remove the alcohol ban, but for now it is not a complete blanket ban, because that would mean that the market is completely unfree. So there you have it. One of the end goals with an alcohol ban is to make the market completely dependent on those who are behind that ban, and that means that a country which has a universal alcohol ban has sacrificed its market in favor of that ban. That is that its market has no freedom anymore. So eventually you will be hearing a discussion in Iceland about removing this alcohol ban, and that will eventually happen, and then people can buy and sell alcohol, and Iceland will be slightly closer to becoming a direct democracy than it is now. This does not mean that I am trying to encourage alcohol or sales or anything like that. It only means that I believe that in order for a country to be a democracy, it must be both. It must be capitalist and a free market like Norway is currently. In Norway, you have greater chances of being able to sell alcohol than you have in Iceland. People should be able to freely reject alcohol, and eventually most people will, because of the universal alcohol intolerance that is now in place. So even if they will be able to buy alcohol in the coming years, they will not be able to tolerate its consumption like before. And that's it for now.